probably just going to turn you off. It might just be a constant reminder of the fact that we need that signal fixed in order to continue. It's like that's our whole, technically our whole mission here. If you can try to make yourself remember that we're here because of this guy's job. Oh, that's not a note I can look at? It looks like all the ones I can look at. Let's see. Oh, hey, there we go. The Spanish Dancer, 1566. Gonna screenshot that. Damn it. Every minor detail. So many of these constellation posters have been important. So, save as. Let's call you Spanish Dancer. There we go. 1566. The solar system. The sun. Just tells you what the symbol for the sun is. We already know that, though. Oh, if you didn't know what the symbol for the sun was, then you probably could have... If you found the wood block and came here, that would give you that answer. Dancing rings. ARP147. If it has a number, I'm taking a picture of it. See, save as Dancing Rings 147. Putting the number in the name makes more sense than just, well, than not. Just got bulbs. Any boxes I can look into, or... Oh, we haven't seen one of you guys too recently. Why did I open you? Why did I open you? Why did I open you? There's nothing here, I don't think. I don't see... Ooh. A single hint of stuff. Did I come here just to shut up a radio? Because I think you could hear the radio in the background when we were in that room over there. Yeah, you can see the energy source over there, so that's the main room from earlier. So I think we might have just come in here to turn off that radio. And I think we were able to hear it while we were there, so like, they give you a hint that there's another radio to silence. What's you? That's important. Uncle has clearly been hard at work up here on more than just research. There are lots of puzzles as well, just the sort I like. It's almost as if he knew I would find my way up here. Today I have been trying to figure out the relationship between the bus and the hallway, and I think I'm onto something, if I'm right. I have to set each dial to the last digit of their date of birth, but that's not enough. When I press the button, it still resets. Maybe it just needs to be done in a certain order. Okay. Obviously taking a picture of that. Gonna call this one Busts Dial. Takes me a little longer to take a picture because I crop the individual thing out on the screen, and I have two monitors and there's a few things to outcrop. Okay. So they think that you have to set the dial to the last digit of their date of birth, but it has to be done in a certain order. I would guess the order in which they were alive. Seems logical. Or maybe there's... like, is that... What if this matches... That's interesting. What if this portrait matches one of the statues? What if you're supposed to find all the portraits and there's a hint on the frames or something? Because that would not be entirely beyond what we've seen before. Despite the clutter, this room otherwise seems super empty. Which makes sense for a secret room. We basically got to turn off a radio and we got one clue about the bus. Let's go take a look at them then, because I am kind of at a loss on some of the other puzzles. So there are 4 bus. 1800s. 1300s. 1900s. 1100s. So you're the oldest one. Set the dial to the last number of your date of birth, which is 1. So I'll try that. 1. So you're going to be last. You're second to last, so you're going to be next. 4. 4 is the bottom left. Yours is 5. That's the left one. Then last, guy that died in the 1900s. His is 2. Okay. I have now tried all of them. And this seems to be the thing that toggles it. Aha! So that note gave me most of the information I needed, and from there I was able just to piece together that they meant to then do them in chronological order, which means I now have this, which means I should go back to the beginning. There should be a circular recess in the wall here. There you are. Oh, there we go. So that was also another optional dead-end puzzle. Okay. So far the blue orbs, you normally get one from the end of a puzzle chain, and one of them you get from the end of putting all the constellations in. Have we found where the oh, that's the other zone. Crap. Loading time. I've made a mistake. Back through here. There we go. Four-digit number code. So that's still teasing me. We do still have a door downstairs that needs to be opened. Do you need the fidget spinner? So you're not going to be used until then. Four-digit number. So you're open. I'm checking my notes from the previous vote. 1566 was Spanish Dancer. Let's try that. Access granted. Nailed it. All right. Well, we can delete Spanish Dancer then from my notes. So far, I'm assuming that if you use something once, it's never used again, as far as codes go, and it's been accurate so far. Look at the spaceships. Oh. What do you do? Huh. Okay, so we have a backdrop for a spaceship, but no actual things. There's clearly 3 things that go there, apparently. Could be spaceships or figurines or something. Another button. Do I just need to find all the buttons? Oh, there's a spaceship. Okay, so 100% right about that part. So let's find 2 more spaceships while we're looking around. What the heck? Okay, well I'm going to take a picture of you. I do have a 3-digit number of 147. But are these... Huh. I don't think 7's a number on this thing. It stops at 5, then it goes to letters. Yeah. So I'm taking a quick screenshot of the chest, just so I can remember that it's here. Because that's really forgettable. Call you 3-digit chest. There we go. We'll figure out if I can find something for that. Maybe it'll be in this room if I'm lucky, but they're so often not. We don't care about any of these books, apparently. Hello. Well, we have to screenshot you, because what the hell are you? For lack of better terms, I'm just calling this one Triangle. But it shows some sort of relationship. I'm guessing that this comet-looking thing, the V-looking thing, and the M-looking thing must all combine into, like, some kind of... I don't know. They might combine into the final symbol. Oh, weird, I opened it, and that's it. Wait, there's nothing inside. That's weird. Maybe the point is I'm just searching for... Oh, another 3-digit... Well, I'm not going to forget you, because you're right here in plain sight. But we need to find evidence of what could be put into those. You have a note. I managed to sneak into the castle today. It's really amazing how huge it is, and there are a lot more lights in here than other places in the castle. They're everywhere, flying around, following me, watching me. If Uncle did build them, he sure made a lot of them, but what for? They don't seem to be doing anything useful. But I'm not so sure he did build them. Or, if he did, they are clearly more than just simple toys. There's something special about them. I've been having strange dreams lately that are difficult to describe. They're so real and present? And the lights are always in them. It's like they're watching me, speaking to me. Mom and Alex described a similar feeling, but they called them bad dreams and were afraid mine are different. I don't feel afraid. I feel like they're calling to me. The castle wants me to explore it. And there's always the lights. Every night, every time. What? Who's taking her notes and putting them around the house? It was said the brother tore them up, but they're like in really specific locations, and some of them were even like the Crazy Catherine one was like specifically in a location related to the note, which is what made it weird. It's like somebody ripped up her diary, then placed all the individual pages in rooms that are like thematically resonant with what is written on that page. That's 3 buttons pressed. This game is like part puzzle game, part hidden object game, basically. Was that all I needed? Huh. Thought that'd be it, because there's 3 things lit up. Maybe there's somehow still more to do. Okay, that's a new occurrence. These apparently empty ones we're gonna deal with now. Oh, that one opened. Weird. Oh. So there's also 4 things I need to... So there's green things for that, there's levers or switches to push or whatever for these things, and then also the 4 crystals are supposed to go in there. Weird. The same photo of the guy leaning over a railing as we saw in other rooms of the building. It's probably just a photo they had on hand. Okay. That's a lot. Those are sure a lot of codes. Which I will then name, lot of codes, probably. Lot of codes. There we go. If I were to take a quick guess, I would think that maybe we need to match up left and right. Maybe. How do you pick which row to start on, though? Nothing else around here. I'm trying to be thorough because I don't know if I'm missing a button or not. Because this one didn't seem interested in doing anything yet. Maybe it's not powered on? Or I'm somehow out of order? So the box was here. This only goes through numbers 1 through 5. That might narrow it down. A lot of these codes features numbers like 7 and 8 and whatnot. Do you follow the same rules? Oh, you go all the way up to... Oh, this last digit can go all the way up through 1 through 10. It has to be a number, apparently. Okay. But you go 1 through 5, then K, J, I, H, G. And this is the first one all letters? Looks like it. So this one has to be... This one has to be a letter, then something else, then a number. Okay. So I might be able to cross off certain rows, basically. Let's see. Let's change views for a second here. We're now in display capture instead of game capture. So I can drag this on screen for a bit to show you guys what we're up to a little bit. So... my goal here is, I think, to... So I was saying a second ago that, yeah, this one's bad, I think. I'll just try not to save over it so I don't mess up, and I can get the screenshot back if I need to. Although it's in this room anyway. But my logic, let's do the big, thick one. I think that the two that are on rows together are the ones you do. So, for this one to work, we need the last digit to be a number. And at least one of them. I don't know if this one's the left one or the right one yet, so I'm not going to make assumptions there. But if neither of them have a number, I think I can cross out that row. That one's K and B. So let's cross out that one. That's a starter. Okay. Because one of them needs to have a digit there. Similarly, we know that one of them has to end in a number. I know that's the one I just did. One of them has to start in a letter. So if any of them are both numbers on both sides, we're bad. Nope, that could work. Like M28 should be possible, right? Maybe not. So M is not on this one. Can you do M28? These are all numbers and letters, but none of them are M. Okay then. Let's assume you can't do M28. So this row's out. CN4 BP3. Ah. So 3 and 4 are there. C and B are not here. It's just GHIJK. So GHIJK. So that's out of commission. That might be possible. GHIJK. Those are two letters that start off, and neither of them are any of those. 7J. That might be doable. GHIJK. So no E or F. So I don't know which one's left or right. So basically, I'm going with like if it can't be either of them, then I'm crossing out that row. So that narrows it down a bit. Quite a bit, actually. Okay. Just going to go ahead and narrow it down to those so we can look at them in parallel with each other without looking at the rest of this document. There we go. We're down to 553 A64. That. So 553. Oh. That's the correct answer. So then you must be A64, or I'm horribly off, and then we're in trouble. Oh no. Five 553 A64. Uh-oh. There's no 6 on here. JE27C7. See, J. J isn't on here. And neither is 7. Okay, well that's rough. So now we need to go way back. There we go. So I think we need to go all the way back to the beginning now, because apparently the row part I was hoping for is not correct. So, oh, I can't look back at it to see what the code was that worked last time. Okay. So first digit has to be a letter. Second digit has to be, last digit has to be a number. So let's narrow it down based on that. So, first one has to be a letter. That's a 9. Shit. That's a 9. Is that a 9 or a G? Yeah, they're capital letters. Okay. So first has to be a letter. That's a starter. Last one has to be a number. That gets rid of you, that gets rid of you, that gets rid of you. You. Okay, that's a good start already. I'm gonna go ahead and move some stuff around just to help us fit it on one screen for a bit. Because everything down here doesn't count anymore. There we go. Good start. So, let's look at the options for... So, last one can be 0 through 9, so that's not useful for narrowing things down. A, B, C, D, V, W, X, Y, Z. That's pretty narrow. A, B, C, D, V, W, X, Y, Z. So, no M. W is okay. A, B, C, D. So, J is definitely out. F, I believe it stops before then. E. Yeah, A, B, C, D, E. So, F is not in there. Could be C, B, A, or W. Those are all valid. So, middle digit then. N, P, 6, J. Which ones are on there? J. I think is the only one. Yep. So, that means our answer is probably WJ4. Go back. There we go. Oh, yeah. That's just one of the blips? That's all it is? Well, I don't have to deal with you anymore. Let's go back to game capture. That'll be there in a second. There we go. Okay. All that to get one of you, huh? There's 4 crystals. I assume 4 things had to be lit up, because we have 2 of them lit up now, and they're like less than halfway across. Due to spacing, it probably means there's 4. Okay, so one of them just had coins in it, the other one just had... One of them was all that combination finding just to get one of the blips. Now, so on top of that we have a number of buttons that have to be pressed, and we have a number of... There must be a toy somewhere, right? We have 2 toys. So somewhere there must be a 3rd toy. We are firmly in hidden object game territory right now. Oh, there it is. Is that a purple? Yeah, that's a purple. Okay. One more purple then, right? Okay, so what's your deal, though? You seem so finished. There's like a dark outline here that seems to imply that this is all I need, right? And yet it's not working? What's your deal? Oh, hey. You guys are hard to spot. Are we good now? Uh-oh. Oh. Okay. So I was being misled a little bit. I thought the lights were lighting up, but the weird dark outline thing, like the plate or whatever, was sliding back each time, apparently. Okay, so take you, and you, and you, and you. We put you on the wall. Congratulations, you live here now. And we have another glowy orb. We have 3 now. Cool. Don't know where to put them yet, but that might be all of them already. So then I have 3 main objectives then. 1, find the real exit, so I can beat the level. 2, find the blue orb that's just free floating somewhere. And then find the blue orb. 3 is find the blue, the constellation room that gives me the other blue orb, since that's been true so far, and they gave me these stars again, so that must be true all over again. So I need to find the constellation room that has the stars in it. I don't know what that thing means, but I'm sure it'll come up later. Is there anything else in this room? Honestly, I feel like I poured over this place so much that if there was anything else in this room, I would have found it by now, right? I found a lot of crap in this room already. It was a dense room. It's probably safe to go back. So we got good news, bad news then, right? Because I have discovered more information. What's your deal? Did I use you? I think I used that before. The good news is I have figured out a lot inside that room. So we've got a lot of significant, like, side content done, basically. The bad news is I don't think much of anything I did might help me with the actual progression I need to do. Where is the constellation wall going to be, by the way? So you're still locked, right? Yeah. At some point, I have to put a combination on those things, probably. Maybe... Dancing Rings 147. Ah. Yep. One of my notes is Dancing Rings 147. And these are rings, the wheels. And you could charitably call it dancing, moving them around and whatnot. And so, maybe I need to make those equal to the numbers 147 in some order. Once I gain the ability to actually move them around. At which point, I don't know, something will happen. Maybe. Or I'm dead wrong and it's something else entirely. You're weird. You feel like you move, but I can't do anything with you. At this point, I don't think I even can accurately predict which floor the constellation puzzle is going to be on. And you are weird, too. Don't know what your deal is. I don't think... Look at my notes real quick. I have the bus. Oh, right, I can... Let's see, I can get rid of the bus pictures. We figured out 3-digit chest, so I can get rid of you. I have the combination lock thing for the bus. That's done. So we have the picture that has the weird waveform and the squiggle lines on it. We have the new configuration. Let's look at that. So one of the things I found that I'm curious about is that I got a weird thing with a Roman numeral 4 telling me to do a certain thing with these levers. So 3, 1, 3, 2, 2, 1, 3. Oh, okay. So I'm wrong about dancing rings then. There we go. So that's why there's a Roman numeral. Now I know. Okay. So if you do that input at that puzzle, the wheel unlocks, which allows you to rotate the wheel to the Roman numeral that was on the sketch that you got it with. So that thing matched the diagram of how to solve the switches. It had Roman numeral 4. No, sorry, Roman numeral 6. Whoops. Almost messed that one up. So I was thinking maybe you have to do those inputs in the correct order, but no, you do the input and then it unlocks the wheel nearby, which lets you put in that number. So dancing rings is not the solution then for that. But it means I can figure out the other one then. I probably won't be able to do them all yet because I think there's 3 wheels. But I can at least go back to the constellation room, which was somewhere where... Oh, right, yeah, you're one of the ones we need to figure out still. The notes we got didn't have numbers on them, did they? That one can't even be looked at. I think this is the one I don't have an answer for. I think this is the wheel I don't have an answer for. But the other wheel... Was it in the constellation room itself? Where was it? Maybe not. Maybe that one downstairs is the one. I don't know. We'll see which one changes, I suppose. Oh yeah, one of them was downstairs at the bottom of this tower. That's probably the one I'm about to change then. Okay, so... I want to make it look like the man that's reaching out to the star. That's the one, I believe. Cool. And the hope is that if I do it with this one... There we go. The hope is that the wheel downstairs will be unlocked. He kind of took off right when I did that, made me think I succeeded at something. That should be the one. So let's go to the bottom of the entire tower. Are you unlocked? You are. So you're 3. There we go. So we have wheel 3 and we have wheel 6 unlocked. So this makes me really paranoid because now I'm just like, where's the missing note? I don't know if I missed it Or if I just haven't reached the point where it's revealed to you, but like somewhere there's got to be a note that tells me what gives you the ability to open up this one. The first one we saw. Something lets me do that. And my guess, given our surroundings, would be that it's you. Or not. Weird. So we can't interact with the thermometers anymore at all. Nor you. We can still look at you for some reason, but you seem like you're non-interactive. You're just a poster, right? And you are locked, right? Yeah. So something will unlock that somewhere. And then we can use that to then do something. I think that if I do that one correctly, then we're probably set. And it'll probably let us into the next room or something. Whatever that might be. And that's probably where my guess would be that's where the constellation is, because this seems to be a super, super optional, like, side branch, like, obscure puzzle series. So based on that, I'm guessing that that series of puzzles probably leads to the constellation room and gives us or just outright gives us the blue orb, I suppose. I think the blue orb you get by hand, though, is usually just in a really obvious spot where you can just see the orb itself sitting around. So we'll probably see the blue orb somewhere, and we'll have to figure out how to get to it. Are you a clue? Am I supposed to be able to grab you out of here somehow? That might be it. Oh, there might be a way to blow up the case and get the blue orb out, and then go to the constellation room, put the golden orbs in to get the constellation orb, and then we have everything done except for the main puzzle. Alright. I think I might be right about that, yeah. So then there might be an input I need to do then that makes the glass explode or something, which seems really dangerous. Hooray!